Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Had a little glitch. But we back. We got it together now. But anyway, Mr. Bruce Jenner, like I said, I'm not saying he is or he's not, but they're saying, even the family is saying he's getting ready to start recording.
So the family
his
actually
now.
said something.
Well, they talked to, what's my girl? Kim.
Kim?
Yeah, she kind of alluded to, yes, he is, but what she said was it would be better for him to report his progress. Not her. Progress.
Progress?
Yes, that's the word
she used progress.
Yes, she did. And so what they were saying was he's going to film his progress. Like, he's going to make a little documentary type of situation.
So maybe it's just, maybe he just doing it for publicity then.
He worth a good little bit of change. I don't think he's a triathlon legend. Like Bruce Jenner.
Are you still making money from 50 years ago?
Bruce Jenner, yes, is still worth a lot of millions of dollars. Without the legacy of the Kardashians, he was pretty caked up.
Did he still have it like that? Not marrying Kris Jenner and all them girls he had to pay.
Well, no. Even with paying, Bruce Jenner not far from not need no publicity to make money. And he had all the attention in the world
in the
that
show,
he needed.
It looked like he liked publicity. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not so much, because you would see him kind of not want to go to some of the functions with them, and he would kind of shy off, want to go play golf and do his little reindeer games. He wasn't really running up behind them. That was the mother. I like her too, but it was the.
You like her because she dating us now?
Well, they always dated us because they not far from us. Whatever their nationality, they not far.
But I mean, she really went down. Like, she didn't date up this time. She dated down.
Yeah, I like her though because I think she's really fly to be her age.
She is
I think
very
she
fly.
really holds herself together, and she's
a businesswoman.
Pretty attractive, for an older woman. I think she's pretty attractive. She's about 60.
So you would mess with her?
Well, that's another subject. So anyway,
yes or no? It don't take all of that. Yes or no?
I mean,
No, I don't mean What is it?
She gonna show up in the chat room.
Right. We don't want her signing in.
You're in the process. I never found out who that was either. I've been still trying to figure that out.
Oh, you don't know who that Amber Rose was?
Report.
It was a different Amber Rose.
I don't know who it is.
It wasn't even who you thought it was.
Not at all. Not at all.
Here we go.
It's definitely not what. But anyway, not to say I thought it was anybody. But anyway, Mr. Knight. Wow.
Suge Knight. I heard on my way to work this morning that he was about to bail himself out on the $2 million bond.
Okay then.
So I think he got out today.
Okay, so hopefully he did. I don't like to put anything bad on anybody, but Suge, he got into a confrontation with this gentleman. That was earlier, and then it resulted into this.
But I heard it was somebody that came with him, right?
I have no idea. I just know it was three gentlemen involved.
The person came with him.
Okay, so they knew each other.
Right. To the set or to
this is a movie set where it kicked off.
But they were seeing Dre or something, right? Dr. Dre.
I'm not sure why they were on a movie set, but I know it was a movie set involved, and that's where the confrontation originated. And then after that, he ended up running over top of the gentleman.
He backed straight up into him
several times. Like,
that mean he meant to do it.
So that's what they're saying is intentional. That's why he has his $2 million bond and the whole nine.
He shouldn't even get out though. If it was intentional, he shouldn't even be able to get out.
I agree. He should not be able to get out. But
has he ever done time? He not done.
Yes, he has done time. Yes.
On another note, I guess if you can be a police officer and you can shoot and kill somebody dead and not get acquitted or anything, maybe he should at least get a bond. Maybe, you think?
You know what?
I'm just saying.
I mean, really.
I'm just saying. I mean, if they cannot get acquitted, maybe he should at least get a bond. I'm not saying he should get acquitted, because if he did it, then he should be held accountable. But I'm just thinking a bond is sufficient
Peace
to someone.
To all the thugs or something.
No, I'm not saying that either. Really, but let's be fair. Let's be fair. If the police can murder you on the street and you could be a child,
that had nothing to do with
Suge
running over somebody
then
like
maybe
this.
you should at least be able to get in a bond
what
hearing.
What that got to do with Suge Knight?
We're talking about just getting a bond. We're not talking about whether he's guilty. Just a bond, getting released. You don't want him to get released, huh?
No, I don't, because he shouldn't be on the street.
Well, why?
Why should he be on the street
when you can clearly see guilty?
But you can clearly see that this was he meant to do it.
Well, we don't have all the facts.
No, we don't have all the facts.
So we can't literally say he meant to do it, because maybe it was some other things that was in.
Let me see. Multiple
witnesses
said that a commercial shoot for a movie involving Ice Cube and Dr. Dre was going down when Suge pulled up in his car. We're told security told Suge to leave, and that's when the trouble began.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, he was coming to get peace with Dr. Dre.
Because he got money now, a lot of money.
I don't know, but
He's still
supposedly
trying to
they were
store him on
supposed
the
to
low.
be becoming cool.
Well, I read that too, and from my understanding, that was a lie. They didn't have any coup or anything that they were trying to do. Maybe in his mind, he had set it up by himself.
Right.
But Dre said he wasn't
He
with all
said he
that.
had
That
nothing
wasn't
to do with
something
it,
Dre
right?
agreed to. So that was some of Suge's foolishness. And so maybe Suge, if you would just kind of stop being a bully, because bad things can happen to a bully these days. People don't take that bullying too kindly. So maybe if he wasn't there for the bully technique, then maybe he would have been still at home watching the game or something.
But you know what I think? I think this is going to be a case of O.J. Simpson. I believe that because they haven't really been able to get him on a whole bunch of things before, that this is the one that they finally going to get him on.
They going to lock... Suge, you going to do some time behind this one, Suge. I don't mean no disrespect to you, whatever. But yes, this going to go bad. This ain't going... Yeah. I mean, even though I think it's fair to give somebody a bond, like I said, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Not guilty and then prove your innocence. So if you're innocent until proven guilty, you should at least get a bond. Well, I guess based on his past, he may not get a bond.
That's what I was thinking, but who am I? Apparently,
but anyway,
I'm no one.
Mr. Warren Sapp. Man, this is my homeboy too.
You know him?
Well, not technically, but I mean, he's just super cool dude. Like just seeing him in the media and just how he perform on the field. I just liked his whole play. That 99 used to do the thing. You hear me? He used to be
I saw a little bit about this on the news earlier, and
yeah. So they saying that he was soliciting prostitution. 2 women, he summons them to his room.
It's nothing new though. They all do it.
Yeah, well, not all.
Not all. Okay, not all. I ain't even gonna say all, but I'm just saying a lot of them do it. Why, I do not know. There's plenty of women out here who do it for free, just because of who they are. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why they soliciting prostitutes? I cannot understand it for the life of me.
Well, maybe based on what they wanted, what he wanted, he couldn't get that from a regular. Done? Yeah, maybe he wanted some. I don't know, but anyway, I know that he did want it. Because he had them come to it. Whatever he wanted it, right? So they came to the hotel. The situation ensued over money, and it was a struggle. Now, Warren, you rich. And
this is the problem now. Because he didn't give them whatever money they wanted, now he really going to be paying for it in court. And even more. He should have just went on and gave it to him.
It's worse than court because they fired him from the network. Oh, so he got suspended from the NFL network, and he was just removed from another network for different reasons. Just had nothing to do with this. But this one situation, that's why I'm telling y'all, when you're in the media, you got to be careful what you're doing. Because, like, this dude had a great job, retired from the league, doing big things on the network, and now he can't even work on it. He's not fired, so to speak. He's suspended. I guess,
Well, they always do that before they fire you.
Well,
technically.
Yeah, technically. So when they find out the results of this situation, well, they saying that it spilled over into the hallway. It got so bad.
Because they wanted their money.
They became confrontational to the point where it got all physical. And so the marks on the young lady.
That's what got the Secret Service.
Well, even the Secret Service bill they trying to trigger off. Yeah, they want their money. Remember the Secret Service?
Yeah, I remember that. Whatever happened because of that? They got fired, I'm sure.
Yep, they did.
And what else happened? I guess we never heard about what happened.
Once they fired, ain't nothing gonna happen though. Ain't nothing gonna happen. They ain't gonna go to jail. We know they don't go to jail. They police.
They don't?
Police don't go to jail.
What do you mean police don't go to jail?
It just don't happen.
What do you mean?
In America, police don't go to jail. Unless they
kill them. Is that a rule or you mean?
Well,
get fired.
They may lose their job. But I haven't seen one that actually went to prison.
Yeah, I've seen some.
For a short stint, yeah. Not for what it's supposed to be. I mean, like, for the Rodney King incident. After they finally finally send a few of them to prison. They did like 5 years or something. You be home in.
But they went.
They ain't really going to jail. That's going to jail, right? You don't go to prison.
That's not prison.
They go to jail, yeah. So anyway, I hope the best for Mr. Warren Sapp. I don't know the situation, Warren, but I do know that's kind of ugly. I hope you weren't married because it'll really get ugly at home.
Uglier.
Wifey ain't going for none of that foolishness. So, man, Mr. Sapp. Suspended indefinitely too, Mr. Sapp. So what you think about that? Do you think that if you play in the league on a sports team, do you think that your private life should be affected in the media? Like, do you think that if you do something on private time, it's not doing work hours, or you ain't try to get nobody to come at the network?
Well, they don't have work hours.
What kind of sort? I mean, like if you off duty. Like you not.
Ain't no such thing.
Yeah,
I mean, you do have private time.
It's kind of like if you sign up for that because that's the life that you signed up for. You know that certain things come into play.
Yep.
So just like when me and you become big and we're on a network, you know what I'm saying?
They're gonna get in our
private life. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that's what we sign up for, then we're gonna have to understand that.
And so that means you can't be coming on here telling all my business.
Well,
so
I could, but they'll find out anyway because that's what they do.
Well, don't help them and don't sell nothing to them because they're gonna come and try to ask you to buy stuff and this and that.
You know,
because I can sell stuff
for a price.
On you.
Put another price.
See, this is what I'm saying. Hey, Al, you see what I'm saying? She gonna sell me right on out. But
no.
You know what? It's all good. So before we gonna go ahead and end up so we can get into the topic of the day. So before we do that, you guys, we're gonna go to a commercial. This is J. Bill, the young gentleman I told you from the DMV. Shout out to the DMV. Very talented. He's doing an interview, live band. He's going to be playing with a live band coming up soon. I'm thinking he's going to be at the CIAA too in Charlotte. I don't know if you guys will. So hopefully you guys will come today and you can see him live. So right now we're going to go to this video. This is J. Bill. And we will be right back. Spotlight over the city.
I just bored to play with my dogs. Yeah, nigga, my day one's getting high before we take off. I wish one of y'all would say something, work hard, play hard. Put the Rari in your garage, nigga, and go ball. Fuck robbing.
Someday the game's on, then you walk in front of TV with that thing on. At first I'm blown, but then you say, come on, baby. Touchdown, marble on my, let's get it started on my, this outside nigga, put it down, Then I'ma start bringing down my flowers. Well, how would you like to get higher, baby? Your body got me way too excited, girl. Oh, I ain't gon' lie, that thing it makes me excited, girl. Your pussy got me faded, right now. Girl, I could make you baby, but I'm gon' chill with this song.
So what's up, Bill? It's good to see you again. The last time we got together, I did a feature on you. You had just put out This Is Forever. Now you got this big show coming up. I was privileged to sit in for this dope rehearsal. Y'all killing it. So tell me a little bit about the Suit and Tie Affair coming up this weekend, right?
Right. Okay. It's nice to see you too. Like you said, we've been working. We still pushing This Is Forever, but right now we're really looking to get the live set really serious and really tuned in. So when we go out here for functions like this event, the Backyard Band, big shout out to Big G. You know, we really want to put out a show and impress those guys. So right now we're really fine tuning everything to make sure we do the best.
Honestly, that's a major move. That's quite honorable to, you know, be on the same bill with such a prestigious band as Backyard. Like, that's DC legends right there. So
yeah.
It shows you doing your thing right now.
Right. I mean, it's just a point in my career where I feel like I gotta get out here in front of my fans, just because I've been in the studio so much, I've been traveling so much, but I never really got a chance to touch my fans on that level. So this year is what we're gonna focus on. We're gonna get that live thing cracking, yeah?
Word, definitely. So I know you're up at house a lot. I see you up at Midi East. I know you're utilizing all the dope producers in the area. What are some singles that you have coming out that you really want us to pay attention to?
I just did a crazy record with Dave from House Studios, your boy Dave. Yeah, he's sick, man. It's really alternative hip hop, but it's crossover. It's nothing I've ever heard before, so I'm excited about that one. Definitely got a couple singles for the streets coming this year too. Gonna keep it sexy, and then we just gonna keep on pushing and keep on collecting these ladies. You know?
Yeah, well, let's talk about a little bit about this Spotlight Over the City joint that you have coming out, because that seems like it's open never as well.
Yeah, big shout out to Stan, man. We connected with him a few months back, and he gave me an opportunity to perform an unplugged type of set. So I really appreciated that. And he got an event, Spotlight Over the City, coming up that I hope to bless too. So big shout out to him, like I said, we gonna work.
All right, that's what's up. So I look forward to that. Thank you for letting me come in and be privy to all this awesomeness.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. Stay tuned, man. I hope to see you at the show too.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
All right.
Nothing bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was J Bill. We are back, Spotlight Over the City. What you think about that video? Of course, it was raw and uncut. They was live in the studio using a live band, so they didn't do any editing to the footage at all. It was just raw. But I like that young man. He's very talented, so look out for him. He has a lot going on. So, coming up, actually, I wanted to say shout out to Jay-Z and Beyonce. They have a big thing coming up. Jay is buying a company called Aspiro. I hope I'm saying it right. ASPIRO. It's a Swedish tech company that he's investing $56 million into. So that's going to be something really huge. And I think it has a lot to do with music. I'm not sure exactly all that it will be entailing, but it does have something to do with music. So maybe distribution. Who knows? Maybe they let him do some distribution. They wouldn't let nobody else get none. So maybe they let Jay get some distribution. So anyway, that should be a big deal coming up for us in the future. So look out for that. You can Google it or whatever the case is and read up a little bit about that. The company, again, is called Aspiro. It's a Swedish tech company. And Jay-Z is investing $56 million into this company.
He ain't playing with y'all.
So,
TMZ got that Stan Long footage.
What was that?
I don't know. Can you show us the footage?
Yeah, what's footage?
I'd like to see the
they
footage.
starting trouble again. Because some more trouble. It wasn't me. Trust me, I didn't do it. They lying, y'all.
I'd like to see that.
They don't have no footage.
And that's the reason why I want to see.
It's not me. It's not me. And before we go any further, too, shout out to Brian over there at the Brand Factory. We had a good time with him.
We
Saturday.
did this weekend.
So shout out to him. He's gonna be doing some things with us.
Brian McDade.
So, yeah, so shout out to him.
Corey wants it too.
What's going on, Corey? Everybody get in the chat room, y'all. Let's get into it a little bit before we go. Should we talk about it or not? What you think?
Go ahead, bring it up.
Okay. Well, the topic of today is: should you be able to deal with your ex when you're in a current relationship?
So when you say deal with your ex,
any
what do
ties
you
with
mean?
your ex?
Like have any ties?
Yeah. Well, I got this because this young lady, she put a video on my page like a few weeks ago, and what she said was she doesn't think that you should have. Her and her husband doesn't have any friends, and you may have seen it.
I saw something about that. Yes, I saw it.
She said her and her mate, they don't play that. They don't have any outside friends.
Right.
They only deal with each other.
Correct. Which I think is not even healthy. You think that's healthy?
I do not. And so that's why I wanted you guys' opinion. So get in the chat room, you guys. Let me know. Should you be able to deal with any of your exes on any level once you're in a committed situation, or should you have to just dead all ties? I think that some of them could be unhealthy. What you think? Like, it depends on how the breakup was, how you and this person's relationship is, and how long ago you had this relationship.
No, what I say is unhealthy is for you to really be unrealistic to think that you're not gonna have no outside contact with nobody but your mate. I think that's very unrealistic.
I think it is as well.
And unhealthy, because y'all are constantly together and it's only that is not healthy.
And
it has to be a balance.
So what if someone was your friend and y'all, like y'all saw each other for a while, didn't work out, and y'all had become like really, really good friends, and whatever y'all do, and y'all have an understanding, like your mate know them and vice versa.
Right.
I think that if you tell a person I'm married, so I don't want to have any other relationships with anybody, then that's when I think things become hectic between you and your mate, because you don't have an outlet. You cut off all of your ties. Now y'all don't.
You got no girlfriends.
You can't even kick it with.
You ain't really talking to your family.
Yeah, I don't believe that's something.
Matter of fact, that don't even make no common sense. It's all about trust and honesty.
It's about trust and honesty. Yeah, that's true. So if you trust your mate, I think that you should be able to have a relationship with someone that you dealt with in the past. But I think that it depends on the magnitude of the relationship.
It depends on the two people. Now, if you have two immature people, or at least if one of them is immature, and it depends. If one of them is immature and they keep coming at you after you telling them you in a relationship, then they just might be immature. Then just long as you nipping it in the bud, it don't matter.
Well, I guess when I was in a relationship with my ex, like actually my son's mother, she had a problem with that. Like she was very immature.
And now we see why. Yeah.
So she had a major problem with having any dealings with any exes or any like so-called girlfriends. Like she thought you couldn't just have a home girl that you wasn't sleeping with. Like that you had to be with them.
Right.
And so I said I had people that I used to be with years ago that I won't sleep with now. That doesn't mean that we couldn't be friends. Like it's a friendship, but it has to have a certain dynamic. Like some people will still try to come at you knowing that y'all supposed to be just friends. So if you have men who's trying to get at you, then you have to cut that off. Like if every time you go out with and you talking to your friend on the phone or whatever, and when we gonna hook up, or what's up with this, and that's not gonna work out. Because now y'all not really friends at that point. Y'all friends and he trying to have benefits.
Right, let me see what Corey said. Most deaf JoJo, my exes have helped me in some of my relationships because we were friends. Besides, if we were together all the time, somebody would get choked. Well, Corey.
Hey, Corey, you saw what happened to Warren Sapp. You hear me, Corey? Hey, but I understand what Corey's saying, though.
What is Corey saying?
Corey's saying that you'll get on his damn nerves if you did too long, too much, too often, too frequent. And so you need that outlet. You need some space. Go be with your girlfriends.
Please.
Anybody I'm dating, I would tell them straight off the bat, please don't cut off your girlfriends. If you had date night on Fridays that you hang out, still hang out with your girlfriends on Fridays. Don't say, well, I got a man, girl. Don't do that, because the same girlfriends that have your back when I ain't around, them the same ones you expect to have your back when I'm gone. So you want to keep that bond. Now, if me and my homeboys every Saturday, we going watch Sunday watching the games or whatever, now that we married, don't go there. You wrong.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to still go to the games with my homeboys. I'm supposed to still hang out. Well, y'all say that, but then sometimes when we do it, you wearing us checking phones.
Do I do that?
All that?
Do I do that?
Kind of foolishness,
sir, do I do that?
So anyway,
what time you gonna be home?
Please.
Right, that's right. Bust out.
Please. So do I do that? I don't even call.
So anyway, you might be an exception, but for most people, they have a feel of that. What you say, Corey?
Thanks for interpreting.
So what you think, Corey? Is that what you was trying to say?
That was apparently what he was trying to say.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like, and I can understand that, because just like y'all women, I want a man who respect me and I know where he is at all times. If you get that man, you're not going to respect him. If you got a man that's sitting on the sofa under you all day and night,
I agree.
He gonna get on your nerves. And so you won't have to space it out. Us men, we have to space it out.
But that's the reason why I say it has to be a balance. I don't care if you're in a marriage, if you're in a relationship, or what you in, boyfriend, girlfriend, it doesn't matter. There has to be a balance in your life.
Yeah,
just like work, play, relationship, children. I mean, it has to be a total circle. It has to be a balance.
Well, my ex told me she doesn't think that it's appropriate, and she thinks that some other things
why are we talking about that? Because we already know.
Well, I mean, the world. I mean, I'm just saying the world doesn't. So what I'm saying is this is some women's opinion. Even that young lady. It was on Dr. Gray or Dr. Gary's site, or Dr. somebody. I
saw it.
But I don't know her name.
Farrah?
I don't want to say her name, but because I don't want to misquote it. But she was extensive in saying, I do not agree with my mate having any friends, and I don't think they should have nobody.
Mary J. Blige and her husband.
And it worked for some people.
And they did an interview and said that that's how they live their life too.
And I mean, I guess if it works, it's just whatever works for you. If it works for you, then cool. But I think it could be smothering. Like if you only have your mate as a friend, I think that it will smother you to the point where you'll get tired of each other. Like all y'all do is go out together. Now me and my homeboys can't go to the game because you want to go. Well, why you can't go with us? if you want to go. Like, why can't I still have my circle of friends?
I agree.
And even a female now. So do you agree that your mate can have friends that's exes?
Yeah.
Can he talk to girlfriends that he's still cool with, and there's no problem? You comfortable?
Yeah. Because I still have some. I'm cool with every last one of my exes.
Okay, so now cool.
Every last one of them.
Cool and hanging out, going to dinner and doing all that.
I don't hang out with none of them.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes.
Steve Harvey said it works for me.
It works for him. So yeah, so in some cases, like Steve, you can be one big happy family, or like Run. What is it? What's Run?
DMC.
Run DMC. Run is cool with his ex-wife and this and that, and they blend the families.
Happy family. But it takes mature people
to
be able to make Jada and all that. It takes mature people to make that happen. But if somebody in that equation is still trying to give it to the other person, that ain't gonna work.
No, but that's when it's up to your mate to cut them off. Like I would tell my mate, it's not up to you to babysit who I see as a friend. It's up to me, and you trust me to
nip that in the bud.
And then it's up to me to say, nah, we cool. I'm gonna have to not deal with you because you doing too much. But leave it to me to say that. Don't babysit me like I can't do that. You know what I agree. Mean? So I think it's a trust issue all the way around. I don't know if you guys agree in the chat room. What y'all think? T-Bomb says what? I don't have my reading glasses on.
I was going to say, you do have your glasses on. Why don't you charm us with your reading?
Don't do that.
Yes, no couple should eliminate their friends. You will need to have a life outside of each other. My man will need to get out of my face sometimes, but that doesn't mean he should be somewhere eating dinner with his ex-girlfriends.
Okay, now see that. Say if you had a business meeting with your ex, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I believe in that.
And you go sit down and you want to have a dinner because y'all eating, and I tell my mate. So, T-Bomb, I say, listen, I'm getting ready to go have some dinner with my mate. I mean, I'm sorry.
What?
Not with my mate.
No,
no. I'm going, wait. I'm going to have some dinner with associate. Of course, me and her used to see each other, but this is business. You know her. You know we don't do.
As long as you put it out on the table in the
beginning, I'm being honest.
And then you give me the option to come.
Right.
Or drop by.
There you go. You can come with us. That's not really appropriate though. We having a business meeting.
Depends on the business. It depends on the business. Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah. She should be able to sit her butt at home and say, "Okay, dear, have a good one."
Dear.
You see how I did that.
Dear.
Okay, honey, or whatever you want to call me. Go have you
the
have.
New
a
word
good,
is bae.
Okay, bae. Have a good meeting. That's kind of old.
BAE.
Okay, yeah, bae.
Bae.
Okay, bae. Have a good meeting. And call me when you get back or whatever. On the way home, bring me something to eat.
Steve Harvey said it depends on who has the loot and how much. Ask Janet.
Now,
what do you think about that?
Now, when you say who has the loot, now what does that have to do with exactly? What does that have to do with?
I'm thinking. Wait a minute.
Yes, he who has gold make the rules. That's the whole saying.
I like that. He who has gold makes the rules. Okay. Hell, I like that concept. If I got the gold.
Right, until she got more money than you.
She got the damn gold.
Then you ain't gonna
about
like
this
that.
situation.
Right.
That's right. I like that.
Right. Then you ain't gonna like
He
it.
who has the gold makes the rules. That's why I
call
it golden rules.
Until she got more money than you. Then what? Then your little ego is.
Well, that's when I switch it back and say the man in the head.
Oh, yeah. You gonna keep.
Either way, I gotta stay in charge. You
gotta
stay in charge. Now I'm in charge now. Gotta be in charge.
Okay.
So yeah, I do agree though. It could be a sticky situation if you don't have trust. But then if you don't have trust, you really don't have a relationship. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole
You
nother
can't go
topic.
into a relationship without trust, Robin. You have to have trust at all times until you.
Robin?
If you feel like you
what
don't.
do you mean?
I'm just speaking in general. If you feel like you don't trust your man, then he's not your man. Because you have to get to a point where no matter what has happened in the past. Like say I was to come back to one of my exes, this is what I would say. Everything that happened with us in the past, don't talk to me about it. You can't bring it up ever. And I can't bring up nothing that you did in the past.
What you mean ever?
You cannot say, just like that time when you was with that B and you did, zip it. You don't remember when I was with the B. Because remember, we threw it in the trash. Don't bring that up no more. Because that's a violation of our covenant. We made a covenant that we was going to try.
Covenant?
That's right, covenant.
What do you mean a covenant? You in
like
the
in the
Lord
Old Testament, a covenant.
A covenant?
So,
like you and the Lord? And
me and you made a covenant together that we're not going to talk about our past and we're going to move forward. And if we moving forward, that means you can't look in that little side view
now,
or that
when
little
we say
rear
the
view.
past, are we
You look in
talking
the big
about
window.
yesterday, last week, or last year?
Anything that happened
or 5
prior
years
to
ago?
us. anything that happened prior to us coming back
because
together.
This is what I find with men. I find that you all say you can't keep talking about the past, but the shit just happened an hour ago.
What? Wait.
It just happened an hour ago. What the hell are you talking about?
Wait a minute.
You see what I'm saying? Let me just read. I'm gonna go ahead and just read the comments.
Words coming in?
It just came up. I'm sorry.
Well, read the
so
comments.
Anyway,
Corey. Read that.
Corey said, I can't trip because whatever you want to do, you will do with me or without me. If I trust you, I can't worry about such things. If not, I need to cut you off anyway.
That's it. If you can't believe her, you got to cut her. Like, hey, man, it's just like the fighting thing. If you got to put your hands on it, like you said, if you got to hit her, quit her. Any of that, just cut it off.
You got to hit her, quit her.
If you got to hit her, then quit her. If you feel like you need to put your hands on it, that means it's too much. That's like people tell me, I'm getting old now, so they tell me, come on, man, you might need your pistol because we going to the such and such. That mean I ain't on it. I don't want to go.
You don't even need to go, right?
Because I already know right now, that whole scenario you just gave me going to be problematic. See? Hey, you might have to take your pistol. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. I'm going to go ahead back in the house and let y'all have that one, man. Tell me how it went. You know what I'm saying? So the last time that situation occurred, I really probably needed it.
You really pulled it out, right?
Yeah, it was a bad situation, and I probably should have stayed in the house.
Right.
So I said, you know what? My little homeboy told me one day, come on, you got your pistol, you might need your pistol. Oh, no. Listen, man, we're not going to that party. That's the party I'm going to miss.
That's the one.
So I feel it's the same way if you got a mate, and your mate got to go through your phones, and your mate got to do all this underlining stuff like women like to do. I don't know why they do that.
Well, every now and again, you get an inkling and you have to.
Well, this is what happens with me. If you go through my phone, whatever you gather from that, let that be your information. Because you can't ask me about it. Because I didn't tell you to go on my phone. It's my phone. So if you went in my phone and gathered some information, you better figure it out.
It don't mean they can't ask you
about it. You ask me what
you
want, but you're not going to get no answer. Because you shouldn't have went in my phone. So you should have got all the answers.
But they probably did get and they probably did get all that.
Well, don't ask me then. Call her. Call the one you found in the phone because I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm going to take it. I'm going to say, listen, whatever
then you ain't trying to be in a relationship.
I'm not at that point.
Yeah, okay. You ain't trying to be in a relationship because if you're trying to be in a relationship with someone and so what? She might have just got an inkling she needed to go in there.
So what?
She got her, if you're daggone right, so what?
Okay,
so what? Okay? And so if she go in there, she going to find what she want. Then
Corey, I'm with you, Corey. You go on my phone, I'm going to cut you off. If you go on my phone, I'm gonna cut you off because you violated me. You just that's a violation. Don't go in nothing of mine though. Don't go on a computer. Don't go on Facebook. Nothing. If you go in anything that belongs to me and not you, that means
what's the big problem though? The problem is you ain't doing nothing. What's the big problem, Corey?
This is my phone right here.
So what?
I'm not gonna go on yours. So if I don't go on yours,
let me see that.
Back up.
Let me see that.
Yeah,
okay.
So anyway, excuse me, y'all. The bottom line is,
I'm serious. If you're trying to build a relationship with somebody, okay, and so what? You might have left your computer up, and she gets on there to go do something, but something's up that shouldn't be up.
Well,
so you mean that she shouldn't look at it?
That's
she need to close a blind eye?
Well, she need to say, honey, you left the computer up, your thing on there. Can you log out?
But now I see that you on here and you looking at all this porn, having, relations with these women. So is it something you want to talk to me about?
Not at all. I don't know how they got up there. Right. I don't know who.
So you're going to continue to keep lying?
Well, basically, this is my thing. I don't look for trouble. And I believe that if you look for something, you find it. So on that note, if you're going to look for some trouble, you're going to find it. It's like your mate. If you don't trust your mate to be with their exes and this and that, they may have done some things to make themselves not trustworthy.
I agree.
So that could be a possibility. But if you have you can't have
so if that's a possibility, you think it can't be worked through. So if the two people are working through it and they need, what's the word I'm looking for?
What you looking for?
They just need to make sure that everything is secure with themselves. And every now and again, you have to do what you have to do.
I like what you said. Make themselves secure with themselves. Securing yourself with yourself don't mean look through my stuff. Look through yourself. Check yourself. Get some confidence in you. Build yourself up to a level. Don't look at my stuff to build you up.
No. I'm talking about you in a relationship. You're two people in a relationship. Okay? Corey says, it's always some old chick hitting me up about what's up. They don't know if I'm in a relationship or not. Most times I don't respond, and it's still there months later. Are women really jealous of men's porn stash?
Yes, they are, and they think.
I don't think that women are jealous of men's porn stash. I don't really think that women really care about their porn stash. But what I'm saying is, if she was so happen to have gone on the computer and saw all this stuff up, and I ain't even saying just regular porn. I'm talking about some other stuff because regular porn is whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then she asked you about it, then.
Hey, I don't have a porn stash. Luckily for the women, I don't have to worry about. That's not something I ever was into anyway. I make my own porn. So at the end of the day, I don't need to. Yeah,
maybe that's what they were talking about. I wondered, what's going on?
Hey man, I turn my own trick. I don't need to do I can show them something on porn. Yeah, they boring actually to me on porn. It's too much faking going on.
I guess a little young dude that work at the job that I work at now, and he told me that's what he do. I was like, what? So now I just bet a little porn star.
Yeah.
And how do you come out of your mouth and tell somebody that?
Hey, I mean, I could have been one back in the day, but I kind of like shied away from that.
God, here we go.
My
you could have been a little football player when you was in Pee Wee League.
Yeah.
And now
model.
model.
All that,
now a porn star.
Yeah, I said I could have been, y'all.
I mean, you do it all, don't you?
So anyway, Coy, JoJo, T-Bone, everybody
Steve
in the chat room.
Steve Harvey,
T-Bone, everybody in the chat room, I thank y'all for tuning into the show. I think it's all TMZ, everybody. It's a Steve Harvey. It's a matter of opinion to me. It's a circumstantial thing too. I think two individuals have to be adult enough to make that decision on their own. If it works for you to not have any other outside relationships and that's what works, then cool. I think it's short-lived, but whatever. It wouldn't work for me. I would, I don't think that's appropriate to cut.
Because you have to be able to talk to your exes.
Well, no, not at all. Because a lot of my exes I do not talk to at all. But I don't.
But that's because of your attitude and stuff.
Well, I don't believe in burning bridges.
Yeah, I don't burn bridges at all. Not nail one.
I try to be cool or cordial at least with my exes. Not that we have to talk on a regular or hang out, but like birthdays, Christmas, whatever, they might hit me. And some people have a problem with that when they're in a relationship. I don't think they should never call you again in life. I don't think that if we friends, then why not check on me? They may be married with children and going on about their business, right? So I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think you have to be secure, though, in your situation. And a woman has to definitely, not have baggage to where she's insecure. So what's your take on it before we go to this last video? We're going to go to this last video to end the show.
Well, I mean, I told you. I think that it's unhealthy not to have the opposite sex as friends. Mm-hmm. And that's it. I mean, we ain't gonna work if that's a requirement. I mean, because that's just because the type of person I am. Like I said, I'm cool with every last one of mine.
So if you had one that was throwing little side jabs at you and you sure look good and, then
it's up to me to nip that in the bud. And once you nip that in the bud, then that's it.
Okay, so if y'all doing business and he keeps doing this like periodically, do you still do business with this young man?
Well, it ain't many I'm doing business with.
Right. But I mean, would you keep up that status or would you say, nah, I'm going to have to cut this?
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it off. If I'm in a relationship, yeah, I'll cut it off.
You have to cut it off.
Yeah, but mostly whatever I say is bond. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have them problems.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's like,
so it depends on the person.
I think it's like knowing your mate. If you know who you dealing with, then, sometimes you need to be insecure. But I think that's an uncomfortable situation. If you find yourself having to look through phones, ladies, and do all those things, then maybe you got the wrong man. Men look through them too. Like, I promise you on everything I love, I have never in my life grabbed no woman's balloon. I done been in a woman's house and she was gone to work and left her phone. It's right there where you left it when you come back. Because some things I don't do. Like, I think that's kind of girly a little bit. No, I just think I'm too secure for that. I'm not. If you're going to do something, you're going to do it. Me babysitting you not gonna stop you from doing it. So why am I worried all my hair gonna fall out?
It already did, but
you know what I mean?
It already
that's what happened.
I
learned. I said that ain't worth it.
But what she might want to know is that could be the last straw to her going on about her business, because she might have gave this person time after time chances, and now she's like, okay, let me see what's really going on.
But she gonna see what's going on with time. See, because time reveals everything. You don't have to look and unturn those stones because the time going to unturn them. That lie you told last Tuesday, it'll catch up with you whether it take 3 months, 5 years, or whatever.
It don't matter.
It's going to surface. So don't beat yourself in the head looking all in the phones and going all up under stuff.
Maybe she don't want to wait 5 years.
Well, maybe she need to get on, though.
maybe,
salute. Salute. Deuces, young lady. Keep it pushing. But don't search through my stuff because I'm going to cut you off. I promise you that. I don't care who, Oprah, nobody. They can't do it. I'm going to cut. I don't care if you bought it. Don't look in it. Amber, I will cut. Amber ain't, you know what? I looked at Amber too, though. Like, Amber bad, but, like,
she ain't cute. I told her last week she wasn't cute.
She cool. I like her style still, though, and she's still my baby and everything, but I'm just saying. Amber, I will cut her off too, though. And that took me a lot to say that. It took prayer and everything. I cut her off. I will. If you go through my phone, Amber, and talk crazy on me to any of that, yeah, I cut you off. So on that note, y'all, we're gonna end the show by taking it to the correspondent in DMV who did a great job on this interview. This is Ronaldo, the barber, the celebrity barber. Ronaldo Williams, who's out of the DMV as well. Great guy, great barber. If you in the DMV, of course, look Ronaldo Williams up. You won't have to look far to find out who he is because he cuts everybody from Tyrese to all the ball players. People fly him in and out of town from D.C. to cut their hair. I was going to fly him down here, but, you know.
He don't need it.
I don't need
Where's he located? You know,
I don't know the shop, but he's over, I want to say off in Largo.
Well, maybe she'll say it. We'll see.
But hopefully she'll say it, and we'll get to it because we're going to end the show with that. You guys, I want you guys to be safe. Thank you for tuning in. This is an interview once again with Mrs. Lyric Hawkins, our correspondent from the DMV. She did a great job. And this is Ronaldo Williams, the super celebrity barber. And on that note, we will see you guys next week. Love hard, live good, God first. Spotlight over the city.
What's up, gang? It's your girl Lyric. Spotlight over the city, DMV style. I am standing here in front of the Wall of Fame. I call it the Wall of Fame because everybody who's anybody has signed this wall. From Ray Lewis, John Wall, Sugar Bear, you name it, they signed it. And this wall belongs to none other than celebrity barber Ronaldo Williams. So what we're going to do today is find out how in the world does Ronaldo get from cutting little boys' hair back to school to being flown out VIP red carpet style to cut the best. Okay? So what we're going to do, check out, figure out who he is, what he does, how he get there. How is he the go-to man? Follow me. Ronaldo. Inquiring minds want to know. We know that you do the celebrity thing, ball players, musicians, actors, you've done it all.
Yeah.
How long you been in the industry?
Well, basically as of now, I say I'll give you 28.
28?
Not telling my age, but 28.
I thought you was 25.
I'll be 25. If for you, I'll be 25.
I thought you was 25. Well, 28 years in the industry is a long time. How did you get from cutting little boys' hair back to school to being flown out red carpet style?
Well, one thing, if you're good about what you do, things is like it's a revolving door. You feel me? It's like a snowball effect. You know what I mean? You do somebody good and word of mouth. You know, you really don't have to do too much talking yourself because your work actually speaks for you. You know, your work, when your work walks out the door, they say, hey, that's Ronaldo's work right there.
Gotcha.
You know, it's go from one person to the next person, then it just spreads. It just spreads so fast. I didn't realize it was going to spread that fast, or didn't realize I was really that good.
Evidently, you're real good, because I know it's been so many people that came through your chair. Let's do a little name drop. Just go ahead. Just drop some names, because it's out there. You might as well let us know.
I think the best, when I really realized that I was on a certain level, I get a phone call, and it was from Tyrese.
Oh, wow.
Most everybody know Tyrese as an actor. Right, you know, he was like, can you come get me, can you please get me in today, such and such. So it was, that really put a blessing there, you feel me, to be like, out of all the barbers in the world,
exactly.
what you calling me.
Exactly.
You feel me? So it goes from all the basketball players, Gilbert Arenas, mostly all you're watching with Antoine Jameson, Nick Young, he was one of my best clients, Nick Young. Andre Blanche, yeah. I go way back, so we go back to Ross Strickland, back into the early Bullets era, then I could say Larry Hughes. I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
Got you. But not only locally, because I know you've been flown out to different places.
Oh, yeah.
Now, one person I do know you cut was Lamar Odom.
Oh, that's one of my boys right there. Yeah, I had to get him in.
Because he came in and it was like, oh, Lamar's in the building.
I cut him up. I mean, it goes, but the thing is, I try to treat everybody equal.
Right.
So I think that's why I also get the respect from them, is because I look at everybody basically almost as the same.
Right.
You feel me? I pamper you, but my regular clients, that's where most of my money comes in. So I keep them basically at a higher level. But my celebrity clients, I get them in. I try.
So that means that you VIP, all the games, you courtside, all that good stuff. Now I do know that when the Baltimore Ravens were in the Super Bowl, in the playoffs per se, that you went out there and you cut the team.
Brian McKinney, yes.
Okay, that's major right there. So you got the whole team on lock.
I try. I mean, it's a hard thing. I mean, because one, I'm at work all day, and I gotta leave to go somewhere else. But it's kind of hectic.
A little tiring.
That's what we do. You know, that's what we're supposed to do when you're good. You know, you can't help it.
Gotcha. Is there anybody that you wish you could have cut, or maybe one day, or somebody from the past maybe?
I think the one client who I wish I would have had, because I like the music, I'm in music.
Right.
Luther Vandross.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he had so many different looks. And
he did. He had the little,
he had the fro. He had the like
little curl thing in there.
I always wanted to give him a different look. My Nardo cut. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance.
Oh, that's a good one. But you got female clients as well too, right?
Yes, lots of them.
So it's not just males.
No, I do both. I got one female client who's Sonia Lowry. She's very known in the area. I've been doing her hair for 20 years.
Wow.
20 years.
Sonia Lowry, World Next Door, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. Because you did her haircut for the cover of Heart and Soul magazine?
Yes. And her sister, 8% Pet, she just performed at the Afro in Baltimore.
That's right, she did. And she won The Voice.
Yes.
The DC audition, right? So she's going to The Voice. See, you get them when they start right here, and then when they get right there.
Yeah, then their price go higher once they get here.
See, I watched, I picked up on that. I said, okay, getting them right here, and then as they come
like
up.
basketball players, I can get them like when they're in college. Now, probably sometimes I want to charge them. You got like Steve Blake, Nick Young, they're in college, I'm charging them. But now you want the NBA, and you're making millions of dollars.
Yeah, let me get that. Because I gave you enough free haircuts when you was in college.
Right.
Okay, good thing. Well, let me tell you this. You've been doing it 28 years. How much more time you think you got in this?
Actually, I'm looking at 2 different venues now. I'm trying to do, I think I got another 5 or 6 years.
Number 5, okay.
I think I want to really get out of the business and get into more of a like ownership, more of an ownership, a different kind of business. Something. I mean, once you into this business so long, you don't want to have yourself where you just don't want to be around it. So I think I'm just going to stay close to the business, but not in the business. I think about opening like a nail salon or a spa or something like that.
Not as physical.
Not as physical, not more of a hands-on.
Gotcha. That's standing all day.
My hands
getting
kind of tired. So.
Now, let me just ask this one last question. This for the ladies. It's not really for me, though. It's for the ladies. You ever cut Idris Elba hair?
No, but I can, I know a lot of people that, if you want to schedule a time for him to come in.
Yeah, if he happens to be coming to your chair and all.
I know he's seen my work.
Call me.
No, he's seen I know you've seen my work. I know you look at it.
I'm just saying, call a sister when he comes through. That's,
No problem.
Y'all heard that, right? Ronaldo said if Idris come through, he's going to call. So, I just thought, it's for the ladies, not me.
Oh, no problem. Ladies, not for you.
It's for the ladies, not for me. So we want to get the camera down here and all that good stuff, right?
No problem.
Ronaldo, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you taking the time for Spotlight over the city. DMV style, we're based out of Atlanta.
I love DC.
And we wanted to spotlight the movers and shakers in the DMV area. And guess what? You wanted the movers and shakers, boo-boo.
I appreciate it.
Love you.
Love you more.